views expressed on this program are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio.
Hi, welcome. This is Dr. John DeMartini. This is one of the most amazing and inspiring shows that you can listen into. If you want to be on the edge of your seats, if you want to open up your heart, if you want to expand your mind, and you want to meet incredible people, stay tuned because you're just about to experience a transformative radio show that will change your life. And you're listening to the Dr. Pat Show that's coming up right next.
Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show. Talk radio to thrive by. Powerful, inspiring, and coming to you live, bringing you stories of people like you and me busting through and living life full out. Get ready to dare to wonder what your life would be like if you knew you could not fail. Hey everybody, welcome to the Dr. Pat Show, Talk Radio to Thrive By. We are doing, as we said we would, creating an incredible venue this week for all of you, to understand what this energy is about, moving through the blood moon, moving through frequency changes, and how to understand them. Today's show is one of those shows that we promised because Dr. Jenn Royster is in the house. And what does that mean in the house? Well, here's what we're going to do. Energy frequency readings, intuitive paintings with Dr. Jenn. And I'm going to have her tell you exactly how this is going to work and open up these phone lines super early in the show because we are all about the base. Dr. Jenn Royster joining me here today, internationally known intuitive counselor, spiritual teacher, energy healer, visionary, amazing radio show host, somebody that is working with people all over the world, since early on. Whether her workshops include intuitive development or fifth dimension and eighth chakra, energy healing, life of an empath, it doesn't matter, angels and spirit guides, or one of my favorite, deprogramming the doubt, manifesting your dreams. Well, today she is here to help us understand that this is not a cookie cutter deal that goes on. There are no imitations of spirit, and that each of us get to call in our gifts, our talents, energy frequencies to live epic lives. Because when we're dealing with angelic guidance like we're doing today and positive changes, this is not a game that you play not to lose. This is a game that we each get to show up and play to win in amazing ways. Dr. Jenn, it's great to have you here. Welcome. Tell everybody what we're going to do.
Hi, Pat. Thanks for having me back, and hello to all the listeners out there. Okay, first of all, I've been nonstop since last night because it started coming in last night. For the last couple of weeks, a lot of messages with angels and just encouragement and to help us release the fear of this big transitional shift with the frequency. We were all doing it. And we were hearing all the what if. Nobody really knows what's going to happen, but what they're bringing to me is just lighten up and go with it. And I was having visions, and I was seeing people trying to fly that were falling very fast. And at first it alarmed me because I thought, no, they're falling. And he goes, nope, they're going to get right back up and do it again. And he was showing me that they fell fast, but they didn't get hurt. And it was, don't quit trying. It was a very big message with that. Yeah. It's been active. My goal, I have had so much energy that it's 10 times more energy than I'm used to having. So I'm bouncing around here like I'm 10 years old. So, and then this morning, he said, all right, we're going to do these paintings. We're going to have some fun. And he said, and you're going to get messy. And I went, I'm going to get messy. Because I try to look, halfway presentable if we're going to videotape this. Yep. So I have my art smock on today because I don't know what he wants to do, but he said, we're going and we're diving in. We're not going to be worried about getting dirty. We're going to dive into life. And that was one of the big things for October.
Yeah. You know what? Even when here's what I want to ask you about. Sometimes we think we're being all neat and clean about the way we live our lives, and there's another way to talk about it. The way that I'm thinking is, okay, you thought, Dr. Jenn, you are going to control the canvas today, right?
Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Actually, Archangel Michael is your special painting guest today, I believe.
to- totally, and we love Michael. Um, so, in looking at this in our lives, the listeners are going to be able to call into the show today
Right.
and tell them what happens for those that are not familiar with what we're putting on here.
Okay. Well, if you're familiar with intuitive readings or angel readings, that's what we're doing. But I'm going to be painting the energy that I'm feeling as he gives me the feeling of that energy. So this childlike energy, for example, that I've been feeling, it's very, he fills me with it. And then it's the spontaneous, grab this brush, grab that tool, and make this kind of stroke. And so they are random. I'm painting energy. Energy doesn't necessarily have a form. So we're not looking to try to do, a very detailed portrait or anything like that. But it's the energy and the dynamic and the feel of it. And I'm just putting it out there, and it'll draw me to colors that have an energy. It'll draw me to certain strokes. And I'll just be sharing what the read is, talking about it as I'm painting it. And then if they want the painting later, I had other people ask me that. Last time I did this on my show, they were calling and asking if they could have the one that I painted. So they can, all I'm doing is charging just to ship it to them if they want the original. Whoever is the lucky people that get to get a reading today, because we can only take a few. And there'll also be a video that we'll have put together, and in a couple of days that'll be ready so you can actually watch how these videos were being painted in the moment.
I love it. And the way that we get this going is we open up the phone lines for those of you out there that are thinking, well, I just want to like tune into the show, and I want to have like a special reading. I want to know what's going on. That happens as well. And our number to do that is 1-800-930-2819. We will do our best to get you all in for the show today. And we never know what's going to show up on a canvas. So we just need to say that right at the gate. We
That's
don't
right.
show up on the canvas. But whatever it is, I'm always astonished by, first of all, the beauty, and then but also the message. Because let's talk about it. It is art, but it is it is art with a message, isn't it?
It is. It's the energy and expression of spirit coming through a physical tool. And the physical tool is the paintbrushes, and impulsively, randomly moving my arm around, I guess. It's a type of channeling, I guess, is a way of looking at it. But yeah, the messages that come through when I do it this way, I think, to me, it's the most exciting and fun way to do it. So I know I'm supposed to be doing this in this way because of the energy that fills me. Because I can be exhausted, and it takes several hours for me to set up all of the cameras and the wires and the mics, making sure everything's going to work for this. And it takes me a few hours to get ready for something like this, but I have so much energy to do it, and I love it. And then I never know either what they're going to say. This isn't scripted. I just plan to accept the messages that are coming through. And in the moment, we'll see what happens. Because this morning he did give me one that's for everybody. And that was the one I was sharing at the beginning. It was very much, do not be afraid to try something new.
Yeah.
And get rid of that perfectionism, because if you fall and it fails the first time, get back up and try a different route. Don't keep trying to do it the same way.
Right.
And it's not a message we've never heard before, but he was very motivated for me to make sure that I put that out there before we even took a caller.
Yeah.
And he said, you need to tell them that they need to not be afraid, even if it takes 2 or 3 times of trying something, try it a different way. Get back up, do it again, and I'm right there with you. And that this is a very important time not to be afraid of what's new and what's coming in and trying something new, learning something new. I mean, I'm really putting myself out there with this because I don't have any control of this if I don't know what I'm getting ready to paint in the next couple of minutes.
I love it. But, but this is what I love about being able to have these conversations and talk about this. Let's chat for a minute, if we could, about frequency. Before the break, you and I were chatting a little bit about, kind of the energy, the shift that we've had here. And, an emergence. This is really an emerging frequency. And some folks say it is a new and emerging frequency. And I'm curious about what Michael has to say about that. Is it a new and emerging frequency?
You know what? Let's keep it real and put some logic to this. It's always a new emerging frequency. Always. Now, doesn't that just chime? And the same thing, when you're looking at that, is it's coming in differently. And it really makes sense if you look at the science behind it, because if these planets are that close to us, or like the moon that we just had, whoa. I was like a little kid, so excited going to the first sighting of a moon ever that night. And I'm trying to peek at it around clouds. And I mean, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed it like a child. But that energy is feeling stronger. I live right by the sea. The waves were off the chart. It was covering the boat docks. And, everything was wild and restless. And at the same time, downright sexy, Pat.
Yeah.
The earth, the water. And I went, I'm digging this. I cannot wait for this new energy. And so what the biggest message was that I was receiving from Michael for every one of us, no matter whether you call it or not, this is for all of us, me too, is don't be afraid to live and do the things you've wanted to do. Don't be afraid to try and try again. And it was like, don't worry, don't do the perfect thing, because if you're trying to be perfect, you're losing so much valuable time.
Oh,
and we're right now in this energy that's really dynamic. It's always changing, like you said, but we're moving forward much faster. So, for example, with manifesting, if you really put your intentions with it, it's going to happen faster. And it happens logically. People, it isn't like a magic trick. It's if you put your intention for making something happen and change in your life, it's going to happen faster versus instead of it taking a year, it may take a month. Or, and it'll gradually come around. The opportunities, the people, something will line up, something will synchronize to give you an opportunity to take action and move forward. That's how it works. If you don't take any action and you just sit there waiting, you're going to still wait because you're choosing to just wait.
Yeah.
Now, Michael is like a personal trainer. He is going to say, if you've ever been to one, or I used to know them, I know of several of them, but they're to motivate you. Let's go. Do two more.
Yeah.
Not to give up, and not to be afraid, to just don't be afraid you're going to fall or get dirty. Like today, he said, be prepared to get dirty.
Yes.
I'm thinking, I just got all cleaned up for video. And I had to put my smock on that's got paint all over it. So you'll see that in the video. But it's like, well, alrighty then. Well, we're painting, so let's go for it. So I don't know. He has me use random tools, but it's an example that he's putting the energy in me to show everyone, don't hold back now. Now's the time to really drive forward for the life you want, moving into a new place and a new positive world.
Yeah, I am all about that. It is really the place and time for those of us that have been dragging our feet on some things to really get down. And I love it. We're getting down and we're getting dirty with Dr. Jenn and Archangel Michael and Mr. Benny. I think we're ready to go to the phones because we got them all filled up.
All right, we'll do that. We'll take Melissa calling in from Federal Way. Melissa, welcome to the show.
Yeah, Melissa, what up?
Hi, thanks for taking my call.
All right.
Hey, girl.
So I can ask anything I want?
What's your question?
Well, I was just curious about love, not necessarily my love life, but love in general, because with that, everything kind of follows. And what you be for that, for me.
Oh,
Okay.
well, why, so yeah, because you said, what do you mean, not my love life? And then when you're talking, all I got was your love life. I don't know, Dr. Jenn, what about it?
I was right in her heart chakra. Sorry for the personal invasion, but Michael went straight for the heart.
Yeah.
And he had me go straight to the heart. Okay. So what I'm picking up is it's a pretty red because we're doing heart. So I'm going for it, and I'm putting a little bit of the red on there. And believe it or not, he's got me using a paper towel. I've got 100 brushes on my table right now. He said, pick up a paper towel, because that's the approach. Now this, bear with me, Melissa. It's the approach that he's saying that you have. This isn't to offend, but it's more like paper towel's inexpensive. You toss it away. He says he's trying to get you to open your heart for a deeper type of love, but not just in romance, in all areas of life, to feel love when you're doing your job, to feel love when you are in a romantic relationship. So I've got this red heart that I've dabbled on with this paper towel. Bear with me. Now I've picked up the knife, and he wants to open it up. And so he's got me going with his beautiful blue color. And he has that incredible sword that he carries, and he is bringing and opening. He's just like opening. It's like, it's not a broken, tearing and cutting your heart in a rough way. It's opening the heart to let the new frequency of a higher dimension of love come in. And at first it feels very vulnerable. And he wants you to know, yes, you're going to feel all of it. Don't be afraid to feel the highs and lows of love. Most of us are afraid to feel the lows, so we close off completely. But he wanted her to embrace and just dive into love. It's like opening the heart. Don't be afraid to open the heart. And it was interesting because it seemed like it was all facets of life, every bit of life. Now he has me going for a little bit of this really beautiful sunny yellow, and that's a dynamic confidence. That's confidence. And it's putting a glow all the way around the heart. It wants you to know that you can be confident, and you can be strong, and you can actually feel love. You can embrace love. You can cry. You can not worry about what somebody else thinks, because this is your time, Melissa, to feel love more than you've ever felt. You have love right around the corner from you, but in order to bring it into your energy field, it's opening up the heart.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. That was like, whoa. And sometimes we don't realize that our heart is closed. Sometimes we don't realize that. And it's testing the waters here and there. You know, you'll be able to tell, like, something that might have felt like, no, I don't want to go there, that just upsets me. Mm-hmm. You actually have to walk through that to release that. Right. Does that make sense?
Is that what you're looking for? Is that the answer you were looking for?
Yes and no.
Okay. Tell me about the no.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Because we want to get you some clarity here.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it means anything, but I've been trying these DNA activation. Mm-hmm. And trying to, elevate myself in different areas. And I was kind of hoping that would attract, I mean, not only just love, but, you know, more of, I don't know, because I think that with love, opportunity just comes your way, right? I mean,
right.
I don't know. Opportunity in all aspects of the meaning.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm
DNA, the DNA activations. Are you talking about like the 12 strands or something like that?
Yeah.
No, that's absolutely the right track to go. However, this takes us to a whole nother ball game, a whole nother level, and it will feel we're at the very beginning of this, really, where it's coming back into the 12, and this takes it to another level of love that'll feel very new, or is it there or not? So it's like looking at it from, if we were small babes, we're learning, because it's like, okay, we just came out of junior high, we're going to high school. Oh, I feel like I got to start all over. And it's not discouraging when I say it like that. It's more of a, we've ascended to the next level. So we're going to be learning that. And this energy is going to be gradually increasing and lifting us. And it started, okay, it's definitely there. I know I'm feeling it differently, but it will be over several years. It's not going to be like, boom, overnight, we're going to feel that. So that might be for you, Melissa. It might be feeling like it's not happening fast enough.
Right.
Yeah, it's not going to be, it is happening for you. If you have that intention and you're spending that much time, you don't have anything to be concerned about. It is an opening up, but this is an opening up of a level of the consciousness and a level of the love, because divine love and unconditional love is quite different from romantic love or things we've known. You know, I mean, you know, it's very different, and it will infiltrate every aspect of our life, and it's including self-love.
Yeah, Dr. Jenn, you know, and Melissa, this is one of the things that I'm sensing and I'm picking up. Maybe Michael can help with this and you can help with this. There is this feeling that I get, Melissa, and you can tell me if I'm on track or not, where you're just not feeling like you're good enough. There's something about you not being good enough. Something.
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, sometimes I do that. Yeah, but it's not like, oh gosh, this or that. Usually I'm pretty positive and I feel good and I love myself. And there are days that I look at myself and I say, what the hell?
Exactly.
Well, that was what the yellow was that went around. So I'm glad you brought that up, Pat, because it had me it was funny because with the paper towel, it's like, okay, here's the heart and here's the love. And that almost represented the third dimension or where we were, so to speak, or the two strand. And it's like, okay, yeah, let me put it out there. But we weren't investing. A paper towel is not very expensive. It's like we weren't investing like we thought we were. And we are now. And so then Michael came through just slicing right through that. Like, let's get it done. Let's move this into an open area where we're really going to bring it in. And then he had me go with the yellow, which is your confidence and your power within yourself to know that you're good, because he's trying to strengthen that. It's surrounded. When you see the video or the painting later, the yellow goes all the way around the heart on the outside to seal it in the confidence.
Yeah.
To strengthen your love and the love that's coming in.
Okay. Yes, I like that. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for the clarification and a little bit more in depth of what you were looking for. Because, it was there. The yellow was right there. And that was what that was about.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Dr. Pat, for asking. And I would love a copy or a picture of the painting. I'd love to have it.
Oh, absolutely. I will make sure that Pat's team and everybody gets it. Because I mean.
It's not done yet.
No, it's wet.
This is what I love about this. We're not done with the picture. Dr. Jenn's going to do it throughout the show here with Michael. This is going to be really interesting. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you. And we've got people waiting, and we'll get to all of you when we come back from break, everybody. Dr. Jenn, before we kind of, jump to break, take a minute and let folks know, first of all, about your show, but also let them know about you and how they can schedule time, with you, because these are little short snippets right today.
Right.
Your work is way more in depth than that. Could you take a few minutes and chat about that?
Sure. Well, my show is on Thursday mornings on Transformation Talk Radio at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. That would be 8 a.m. on the Pacific.
Yeah.
And actually this Thursday, I'm going to go in depth for the whole month of October. Every month I've been doing that with the angels, like what guidance do they have for us for this month? So every month at the beginning of the month I do that. So this Thursday will be for October. And it is Michael, by the way, for the whole month of October. Yeah, he came in with both barrels full of blaze, I'm telling you. And my website is jennroyster.com, JENNROYSTER.com. And over there, you can book online for private sessions. I do them anywhere in the world via Skype or telephone, and it's recorded. You get a copy of the session that way. And we also do longer, in-depth, intuitive paintings that, like right now, we're just doing a few minutes with each caller. But I do like a full hour with this one person. And that turns into it's on a canvas. It's a lot more in depth. It goes into something a whole lot more for that person. Yeah. So, so we do those as well. And we also just do email readings, or we do just the phone. I have options. It's, you have differences there. And I also have a workshop that's in depth. If you're working on your intuition, it's really developing the 8th chakra. That's like 21 lessons, and it's really in depth. I mean, it's in depth. I mean, don't expect to get through that one quick. You can take your time with it. And we have a few students that are in it already, and they come back, and first couple of lessons, they're like, whoa, and they've all, ended up cleaning out their closets or something, so it really does motivate and shift you. And that is online. That's an online on demand. So you can start that and take that at any time. We have newsletters. We have free guided meditations over there. I'm doing a lot of work I just feel very driven to bring the excitement of the new energy right now. I'm really just drawn to that, and to share the guidance the angels have for us as we're walking through it from here on out into the future. So I'm here to encourage and bring that to you. So, and for me personally, it does it as well, because sometimes I feel like I'm by myself in something, I feel like I'm by myself, but I'm not. And they always find a way to lift me, and it's incredible. So, they give me these interesting visions when I'm, for some reason, and I'm not a runner, and they started this again, Pat. I think I told you a couple years ago, they said, Michael does that to me. He says, go get on the treadmill. I'm like, oh, Mike, I don't want to run. He gets me on there, and for the last week, I have been on there, and I have seen the most incredible. And I know I'm not delusional. I know I'm awake. I'm checking to make sure I'm not falling off the treadmill. And these are transformative, like showing me Merkaba, showing me a diamond energy that was coming through and sweeping out and lifting out. And I got off that, and I could not believe that I had things that weren't hurting anymore in the moment. It took me to a different place.
I love it, because this is really what we started to talk about earlier. We started to talk about the release of energies, that no longer serve us, and then creating the opening, as you talked about, so that we can let a new level of love come in. Let's go to break. When we come back, we're going to go right to the phones. But give everybody your website, if you could.
It's JennRoyster.com, JennRoyster.com.
All right, there we go. Let's take a short break. When we come back, we're going to go right to the phones, everybody. If you're thinking you're wanting to get in here on a conversation, 1-800-930-2819, and we're probably going to skip the next break so we can get everybody in. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with the show. Dr. Jenn Royster and Archangel Michael. We'll be right back.
The preceding audio was via a Skype call.
The new era of financial planning is upon us, where it is just as important to focus on your inner wealth game as it is your outer wealth game. Wouldn't you like to be in the forefront of this new groundbreaking financial movement? Lynn Brown, award-winning financial planner, energy coach, and international radio host, will share real, actionable money wisdom infused with empowering tips, fear-busting exercises, and money-growing magnetism. Aren't you ready to create your fully financially healthy life? Join Lynn for this free 2-hour full-spectrum financial planning workshop in Bellevue, Washington on October 8th or October 13th from 6 to 8 p.m. Space is limited and will fill up fast, so call Lynn today at 425-372-4749. That's 425-372-4749. Light food and beverages will be included. See you there! Calling all dreamers. Are you living your dream life? Actualize your possibilities with Life Coaching Radio and your host, Deb Stetzer. If you're feeling stuck in a rut, Deb is here to help you turn your dreams into a reality. Life Coaching Radio. Dream it, live it, be it. To learn more about Deb, visit www.mylifecoach.us.
Called the Oprah of radio by her listeners, award-winning host Dr. Pat Bacilli is blowing the doors off of traditional talk radio. Get ready for an energizing delivery and powerful interviews with leaders in the field of human potential. Dr. Pat's fresh, new perspective on living life full out has catapulted her show to the top of talk radio. Tune in and Dr. Pat will help you thrive instead of merely survive. Visit thedrpatshow.com. That's THEDRPatShow.com for listening times in your area. The following audio is via a Skype call.
The sun in his jealous sky as we walk in fields of gold.
Wow, what a show. Hello, I love it. Guts to pinch me. You guts to pinch me to make sure I'm not dreaming. Well, Dr. Jenn Royster's in the house. And you know what? We are doing some painting. Well, Dr. Jenn and Michael are doing some painting. I'm just sitting here facilitating, which I love to do. Mr. Benny, let's go to the phone.
All right, we'll take Peely calling in from New York.
Hi, Peely.
It's Petey. Hi, how are you?
Is it Petey like P-I-D-Y?
It's P-I-R-I.
Gotcha. Wow, great.
Gotcha.
Thanks for calling in. You're from New York? Where in New York are you calling from?
Hudson Valley, lower Hudson Valley area.
Nice. Beautiful. I'm a Bronx girl myself.
It is. Yeah.
How can we help you today?
I want to know if I'm doing the right decision with helping my father and his health issues that he has going on right now. I want to help him start to feel better.
Okay, I don't know if I completely heard that. It was, hi, I'm Dr. Jenn there. Hi. You want to know if what you're doing is helping your father with health issues?
If I'm taking him to the right doctors and doing the right decisions in helping him better.
Okay. The decisions she's making, are those decisions helping him?
Okay.
I have a holistic doctor. He has his primary care physician, and he's still not feeling better.
Right.
Okay. If he's, well, just to keep in mind, a holistic path can it takes a little bit longer if you're going that route. It's not as instant, like quick relief for feeling better. But at the same time, it takes you down a path to ignite self-healing with the energy within him. And we need permission. Let me put it this way. I need permission to tap into your father's energy. But I'm also tapping into yours. And what I'm feeling is Raphael really wants to step forward. And I'm asking Michael, is it okay? Can you let Raphael in? Because Michael's very strong here. But Raphael comes through because he is very much about the healing. And he is saying, do not hesitate to get second and third, fourth opinions if you need to. He's asking you not to hesitate if you have a sensation with that. And he's got me going with green. And he's having me, believe it or not, I'm doing it's almost straight up and down, going across like, it's very uniform like. It's almost, I've painted a square, let me put it that way, but it was strokes up and down, vertical, and then they went horizontal. And when they bring me the square, we're doing everything in the world we can do, but we still feel in the box. Does that make sense to you? Okay, that is your own intuition, and he's acknowledging your intuition is saying to question a couple of things. Not that they're doing him wrong, they're not hurting him, but it's not the ideal. There's a missing, okay, what is it? Oh, thank you. It's having confidence that you need a second opinion. And it's not to be angry at where you are, it's more there's more information. There's something to add. There's like an ingredient missing for the recipe.
Mm-hmm.
Is that making sense to
yeah.
you? Is that clicking for you? And the thing is, with your father, and I went through this with my dad, when it comes to healing at the soul level and then the body responds to that, they have to decide whether they want to do that or not. So we can do a lot of things for them, but depending on what it is, you know, he has to kind of say, yeah, I want to be better. When I'm a healer working with someone, I say, do you want to stay or do you want to go? That's an intense question to ask somebody. Ask your dad. Say, Dad, what do you want here? And find out where his heart is and if it needs a lift. Because sometimes they're just not engaging or embracing what's coming to them in help. So I feel a little bit of that as well. I feel like he needs a sign of hope and encouragement, something that will help, but it's that missing ingredient. And I don't know what the missing ingredient is. I just know that it's emphasizing get a second, a third opinion if you need to. And don't feel like that's something that this doctor's doing wrong, but maybe there's just some missing information. Nobody's perfect. Nobody has all the answers.
Right. But, you know, to me, it sounds like you're following your intuition. That's why you called into the show. Because your sense is, wait a minute, you know, the doctors are doing all this, but my dad's not getting better. So there's something not exactly going on here. You know, what's interesting about this, I got to watch Linda go through the same thing with her mom and follow a level of intuition around, wait a minute, you guys, wait a minute here. You know, what you're saying is not actually making sense. And you know what I love about this and you calling in? It is because when people are in a compromised position, health-wise, none of us really even know the questions to ask. And without somebody there, like, you know, when I went through a couple surgeries, Linda came here and would ask and be there and hear the things that my brain just couldn't get to.
Yeah.
So,
exactly. Like you need somebody that you can feel comfortable saying, you know, you're in a bad mood or you feel cranky about it. Because if he has a suppressed emotion like that, which can help him heal, maybe he just needs to be mad about it so it can be released. Now, while you guys were talking, it's got me going into the arc of a rainbow. So that's just putting a chill through my entire heart. It's not, this isn't a lost cause. And in bringing in the rainbow, because that's a promise of hope, you know, that's the symbol for that for me. And that's how they communicate with me, with the symbols. So I want you to know that there's this colorful rainbow going right over top the square, overcoming all the obstacles.
Wow.
Don't be afraid. I
got chills too.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like kind of tingling all through me. And I love that for you and your dad. Actually, for everybody involved in the family that would be feeling this, because it can wear you down. Make sure that you have someone that you can talk to when you need to be picked up too, because you're going to be tired. Yeah. I mean, it can be very weird, you know, sometimes to change everything, to ignite the healing with the energy field, which will really support the physical healing, is that glimmer of hope, that slight little bit of hope that, you know what, don't give up. I've just got to keep persevering here. And I've got to believe that I already have the solution here. So that way it helps draw the energy in of a solution.
Right.
All
right, you good
he
to go
takes
then?
care of my mother with Alzheimer's too, so that's the stress probably that he's feeling.
Yeah,
well, it can be, you know, they can get depressed, they can get discouraged. Hope is the biggest thing you can give him. It's like an elixir of gold healing. And that ignites him from within. And then, you know, hey, you know, let's try this. And something's coming in about his diet.
I'm getting something. He's changed his diet. The naturopath told him cut out wheat and sugar and carbohydrates.
Yep.
And that's hard for him.
Right. You know,
it was hard for me. Hey, sister, it was hard for me. I'm Italian. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I know, but I had to.
Definitely. Yeah, we have to keep going. But keep looking into the diet. You're not finished tweaking the diet.
Right.
That's the big one right there that I felt very strong right at the end.
He's sneaking in the wheat. I'm just saying, that's a hit I got right there.
Mm-hmm.
Is he sneaking in the wheat? Is he sneaking in the wheat?
I'm feeling now that's coinciding with a little bit of
he's sneaking in the wheat.
Cheating. Old guy, kind of cranky,
he's just
cantankerous.
Yeah,
doesn't want to change.
Getting the wheat. I'm telling you right there. Well, thank you for calling in. Yeah, thank you for calling in. Wow. Oh my goodness. You know what? We're skipping the break. Mr. Benny, let's keep going.
Yeah, we'll take Amla calling in from Connecticut.
Hi, Amla. Welcome to the show.
Hello, ladies. How are you? I'm so interested in this painting. This is so cool.
I'm having fun.
I'm sorry.
I'm a little scared. For some reason, I just got it in my ear. Michael said, "This is the one. We're going to get dirty."
Uh-oh. Let's do it.
Well, I'm a deep lady. That makes sense. It totally makes sense to me. Well, I'm looking for, my question is basically about my writing. I hired an editor. I'm starting with her tomorrow, actually. And I've just never felt so empowered to really, really work my tail off to get this book on the shelf. So there you go.
Hey, we got a go-getter here. You've got Michael in your corner. Can you feel the personal trainer pushing you to keep pushing?
Yes.
Yeah, you've got it all around you too. I can feel that. He's got me going straight for orange, and it's a very strong vitality color. Michael's going, "Are you kidding? It absolutely is going to happen." And he doesn't want you to ease up. The biggest thing I'm getting is I'm getting the infinity, the 8.
Oh, yes. I always draw it. It's interesting. I draw it on my computer with my mouse. I always am drawing. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
so cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
The little vibrational things are going through me right now.
All right. Ow. Ooh. Yeah.
And actually, forgive me, it looks like a pair of breasts, but no, it's great. It's orange. It went over the whole paper, and he's very humorous, and he's feeling the vibrancy. He's telling me the infinity, is the never ending, as above, so below, the continuous, the 8, the abundance number. And he wants you to keep feeding on the energy of excitement that you have. Let it keep multiplying and let it completely fill your life. Not just about the book. This is very specific. Right. Not just about the book, but about your health, your exercise, your diet, your attitude about anything. If you have any area in your life that you have to try to be positive or you're a little less tolerant, he's saying you need to go there and bust it up with the love. Just bust that one out, because that's what will bring in a lower frequency. And this 8, the 8 is a very good symbol. The infinity is a very good symbol for you right now. The orange is a very strong color with Archangel Metatron as well. And Metatron is very much a part of this new frequency energy shift. And if you are not familiar with using Metatron or the Merkaba to clear out, it's an incredible, powerful clearing to see what you might need to let go of. You have dynamic energy that's very upbeat, but there might be a couple of things that are out of your view, kind of in a blind spot, that kind of are holding you back. It's not a lot. You've been actually doing a lot of very positive work. I can feel it. That's why such an 8 with this vibrant color came through. I can feel on the jacket of the book that this color would be beneficial to the jacket of the book somehow.
It's amazing. Because I was just seeing my flyer yesterday, and orange was so strong. I said, I need orange in here.
Yeah.
And I'm working with the librarian, and she was like, orange? I said, yes, orange. I don't know why. And it was...
And it's awesome. All I have here is this giant orange figure 8 laying sideways. It's beautiful, but it's like that is like everything in this message for you. It was like this color put it into your house. I mean, wear the color in a stone. But that Merkaba cube, if you go counterclockwise with it and visualize almost like a vortex or a tornado spinning, and whatever needs to go away, if it's going counterclockwise over you, it's going to spin off whatever needs to go away. You're going to just see it flying off, whether it's person, an item, an issue, a belief, whatever.
Sure.
A situation, you see, and then spin clockwise and bring in the light. Just fill after you clean out. It's like a crazy vacuum. It's like it's like an energetic vacuum. But I've been doing this, and the clarity comes in so much more. The creativity. This is also a creativity color. They're also bringing me to the second chakra for you. The second chakra, you have. I mean, I don't see just one book for you.
Oh, no, I don't think so either. Oh, my gosh, no.
No, and what I see is little stars. It's like stars in the sky, and each star is an idea and a dream that hasn't come into fruition yet for you. So
interesting. Oh, my gosh, that's so
it's very
powerful.
Good energy. Yes, very good. But look at mind, body, soul, belief, attitudes about anything. It could be your attitude about a neighbor. You don't know. It could be very simple and like, oh, I didn't think that would affect my book. Absolutely. It's something. It's just a small little tweak, but you are so close. And this 8 is a beautiful 8 that takes up the whole paper.
Great.
And it's a very powerful message for you.
Oh, I knew this would be a wonderful, that I just love, I need to imagine more. And you just gave me so much to work with. And,
I'm excited for you, and just embrace it. And, you won't know one day from the next sometimes. Just dive in anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what Michael's coming back. Remind them. They need to just do it anyway, even if you're not sure. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Just do it anyway. Just
do it. Just do it.
Just do that right
just
thing.
Do it.
Like I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm gonna sit down anyway. And then it builds the energy and the momentum of that.
Right.
Cool. It kind of charges the battery in that area of life.
Awesome. Thank you so much for calling in. Now, I don't know, Mr. Benny. Let's see. We've got a few more minutes left. I think we have one more caller, don't we, B?
We do. Let's sneak in Derek. Derek's calling in from New York as well. New York. Hey, Derek.
Hey, Derek.
Hey, New York.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
Doing well. Thank you.
All right. What can we do for you today? How are you?
Good. I just accepted a new job and was wondering if you see that as being the right path for me right now, and if you see me moving to the West Coast over the next year or two.
Ooh.
I'm going to let Jen go first.
Those are the big ones, and those are great questions for Michael, too, by the way. Michael, helps us with life purpose. And the one of the biggest things that I heard immediately for you was being comfortable with where you are right now, because our life purpose isn't just about one thing that we decide to be or do. And the biggest thing he's saying for me to you is you're here right now, live that to the fullest, or New York, sorry. And then when it's time for you, after you have learned, here's the thing that happens. You are going to move, but it will happen after your frequency and alignment and your soul growth happens with this job and this place you're in. There's things for you to still finish here. It's like you're still finishing school there. And I actually see a couple of moves as an adventure, almost as a positive thing, not to be, oh no, I'm going to move. Some people see it like that. They don't want to move at all.
Yeah.
This is very different for you. And it's the journey is part of the whole thing. The whole point of us being here with our soul purpose is to actually grow and on our soul level. And it will take us through different phases of life. It'll take us through different things. And it's having that attitude like, okay, I'm going to do this until this is exhausted and I've learned everything and I'm going to be, this was great. Now it's time for me to move on. And you're going to know when it's time. You're going to know. Now he has me going, okay, I got to change the paper around. I had to go, I had it in a different direction because he wants me to make in the dark indigo blue, so to speak, of Michael, a great big A, but it's more of the arch with the point up. Okay. Oh, thank you. I thought it was an A. It's not an A. It's the symbol of the triangle, and the triangle is sacred geometry. But when we focus the point to the top, okay, he has the point at the top. So what you're doing is you're taking all the diverse energy that might be going in a lot of different directions for you, and you take them and you focus them up to the top point. And you narrow down the focus like where you are right now with this job, and you do everything to enjoy this job, to learn as much as you possibly can in this job that you're in now, that you just got, and just completely celebrate where you are right now. That is how you get to the West Coast, to the South border, to wherever you're going to go. I feel that you have a bit of an adventure that will take you into different places in a very good way, and it'll be part of your job, and you're going to love every minute of it. You may have a home base somewhere like the West Coast or New York, but you have a lot of adventure to explore. So whenever you're in a brand new place, for everybody listening, actually, the triangle can help you because you're taking that narrow, or, like the arrow, you're narrowing the focus to the bullseye. Make the bullseye where you are right now. Don't jump ahead too far because now you're muddling the energy, and you've got to get past where you are now to get to the next step.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question, Derek? Do you mind?
Sure.
Boy, I don't know why this is coming up. Do you have a love interest on the West Coast?
I do.
Well, there you go. The loins are quivering there.
I got to say something here. I'm sorry. Did you take a promotion in New York?
Well, it's a completely different job.
But it's kind of like an up-level kind of deal-y, majiggy for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't take like a downgrade just to get a job, correct?
No, I didn't.
Right. So you did a next step deal, but you do have a love interest. And I'm actually not going to talk about it on air because that would not be fair. But Dr. Jenn, can jump in. I will tell you this. This is where you are. You're in the energy and the frequency of this now. And this is what we were talking about. Sometimes we make decisions that are so absolutely important to where our heart takes us. And this, I would encourage you to work with Dr. Jenn one-on-one, because this is one of these scenarios that, you're talking to me, somebody that is like, wait a minute, are you 40-ish? Am I off track? Are you 40-ish or not?
31.
30. I was going to say 30. Yeah.
Say 30. Your soul is way older than that. Yeah. And there's some kind of soul connection with whoever this person is. But the thing is, Dr. Jenn, I think we're going to have to do more work on this, because I think this is one of these scenarios which really requires, heart and head discernment.
It is. And the thing is,
I'm the one jumping on. I'm telling you, Derek, for me, I'm the one jumping on the plane and I'm off to the West Coast. Is it San Francisco?
Yeah, it is.
Is it San Francisco?
It is.
I'm there. I'm sorry.
Well, the thing
so
is,
Dr. Jenn, maybe you can work with Derek.
I was in a long distance relationship for a while too, and it ends up now that we're not. And so just because that's there right now, and so that still coincides with what I was feeling, because you are going to eventually be there. You'll be there faster once you learn everything you need to learn here. But there was something about responsibility that you took this one. And what's to say once you do move over there, all those other places that I saw you going, this love interest is with you. You see, this, you can create this right now. It's kind of open-ended right now for you, which is giving you the power. Because while you guys were talking, I had yellow's the confidence color, going on the outside, and was sealing in this energy of focusing here to drive to the top of where you want to be at your best A game. Is focusing narrowing it and intensifying the energy where you want.
Wow. Thank you so much for today. Those of you out there, thank you for tuning us in, turning us on. I want to thank Mr. Benny so much for pushing all the right buttons. I want to thank all of you for being exactly who you were meant to be. We'll see you next time.